Hi, before you watch this video, please let me tell you, watch this video till the end, because after this cover I'm going to tell a little personal story why this solo and this song in particular is one of the most important songs and solos in my life, and why I dedicated this solo to my dad who passed away 2 weeks ago. But now first, have fun with the solo, the cover of Razor's Edge, the last part of the Octavarium by Dream Theater. Cheers! When I started with playing the guitar, I was heavily influenced by Metallica, by Megadeth, by Iron Maiden, by Blind Guardian, by those kind of metal bands. Really, at this time, thrashy, heavy metal bands. And music was always really important in our house. My father was a musician, he played the saxophone and he loved to listen to a lot of styles of music. Jazz, classical music, 70s, 80s pop, 70s, 80s prog rock, some blues and stuff like this. But metal, not really his kind of thing. And in my family I was the first one who started to dig really deep into metal. Well, my brothers and sisters maybe listened to some alternative rock or to some hard rock, but never to the thrashy power kind of metal music, which I was really into it, and all the energy and all the power. And for some people this is maybe noise, and I don't know, but for me I loved this kind of energy. But my dad never really liked this kind of music. There we had a little bit of a trouble enjoying the music of each other. I didn't like jazz at the time when I was 12, 13, or classical music. He didn't like my metal music, but then I discovered in around 2006 a band called Dream Theater, and especially their record Octavarium. And after listening to the Octavarium, I immediately fell in love with this song and with this record and the complete concept, the overall concept of this record. And I remember how I was going to a vacation with my dad, and yeah, I don't know why, but I had the feeling to show him this Octavarium and this band Dream Theater, because it was heavy. You could hear the influences by bands like Metallica and stuff like that, but it was also progressive. It was influenced by classical music, influenced by jazz, and it was really technical and virtuosic and all those kind of elements yeah, that makes progressive metal and that makes Dream Theater so special. And to my surprise, he really liked it. He loved this kind of music and new metal that I was listening. And he really enjoyed it. And I can clearly remember how we were sitting there and we were discussing all those little details in the song, all those little melodies that are repeating here and there in different keys and different time signatures and stuff like this. We are really nerding out about this kind of music. And after this vacation, me and my dad, we grew a bigger connection to each other. And he showed me so much new music. He showed me so much great music in jazz, in classical, in 70s prog rock. I experienced so much great music that influenced me as a musician today a lot. And after he passed away 2 weeks ago, I thought about how would my life be today if I didn't show him the Octavarium, if we didn't have this connection grew more and more between us. And he didn't show me so much great music and I didn't experience so much great music. Because after this vacation, the idea of making music not only as a hobby but as a profession, to be a professional musician, this kind of idea grew inside of me. And my father always stood behind me and was always proud of me to make the move being a professional musician, to be brave enough to be a professional musician. Because to be a musician, to be an artist, it's a life which is really, it isn't really secure. You have a lot of risks, you have a lot of stuff to do, you are on your own. It can be really stressful, but I love this kind of life and I couldn't imagine a different life as an employee or stuff like that. I really love to make music and to make those videos and the stuff that I do. So I came to the conclusion that maybe if I didn't show him the Octavarium, if I didn't get deeper into music and could see what you can do out of music, I maybe never became a musician. I maybe never became the man who I am today. And without being a musician, I wouldn't have met the love of my life, my wife that I have. I wouldn't have met most of my friends, I wouldn't have the surroundings that I have today. My life would be completely different. All coming from that point, from that time where I discovered the Octavarium and had the connection with my father. So this is the reason why this solo and this song is for me one of the most important songs and solos in my life. And I'm really thankful for my dad really supporting me as a musician, giving me advices and really being the best dad that he could be. But I'm also really thankful for Dream Theater to compose this masterpiece back in the day, and I highly recommend everybody to take the time to check out the 24-minute Octavarium and the complete album. It's a musical journey that is one of the most beautiful experiences I had in my life. And I highly recommend to everybody to check this one out. So thank you for listening to this little story. I'm planning to do more videos for the next month. I'm now really motivated to do more videos, to do more lessons and more covers and stuff. I really want to go forward with this channel. So thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching. And as always, stay progress. Cheers.